Tonight, the Social Services Director speaks on the latest child abductions. We'll tell you what that department is doing to assist. Also, a parliamentarian makes a plea for convicted young persons to be given a second chance. And later, Carnival Cruise Lines hoping to revitalize the Grand Bahamian economy. This is Eyewitness News, the weekend edition.
Eyewitness News brought to you by Flow Evo, powered by BTC. Flow Evo is here.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Janae Nawal Ferguson. Thanks for joining us for the weekend edition tonight. Well, following the recent abductions of several children here in New Providence, the Social Services Department is stepping up to provide additional help to the victims and their families. Social Services Director Lillian Quant Forbes noted that many of them are traumatized as a result of their reported ordeals.
I'm sure both situations would have been traumatic for the children, also too traumatic and stressful for the family members. And so my thing too is being able to ensure that the child receive counseling, that the family members receive counseling, and also too to find out too where did the breakdown occur in the family. How did this situation happen? Why wasn't an adult present when these incidents would have happened?
Well, the Social Services Director added that many of the victims come from disadvantaged families who may require additional help from the department. She said they stand ready and willing to assist.
When we do our investigation, if we notice that there's no bed, right? Where do you sleep? And you say, right there on the field bed, we make the field bed. Well, okay, then we realize that we need to offer financial assistance to purchase bed or beds, okay? If we go into a home and there's no refrigerator or there's no stove, these are the basic things. Again, do we have electricity to run a refrigerator from? If it is that we can assist with a stove, then we will do that. So each case is looked at on its own merit.
Well, the Bahamas Gaming Operators Association has contributed significantly to the economy and employment of the Bahamas over the past few years. This according to President of the Bahamas Gaming Operators Association, Gershon Major. Now, Major also said that the industry has injected more than $30 million into the Bahamian economy since the industry was regulated back in 2014.
In the areas of wellness, entrepreneurship, education, culture, and sports. These are the facts. We've contributed in excess of $255 million since regulation and taxes and fees directly, and we've contributed significantly to the economy through those same persons who have to go to the food store, who have to pay their mortgage, their children's school fee, go on vacation. These are brothers and sisters no different from the professional croupiers we train and employ in the land-based casinos.
Well, Major added that the association has also employed approximately 3,000 persons during the same time.
From entry levels to professional accountants, lawyers, marketing professionals, HR professionals, IT professionals, graphic artists, and the like. 99.99% of the persons employed in this industry are Bahamians.
Well, meantime, Carnival Cruise Lines over in Grand Bahama makes ready to revitalize that island's cruise sector. In that end, the mega cruise line says it will be able to introduce hundreds of jobs for Bahamians in the process. Theo Seeley recently had a chat with Carnival Cruise Line CEO Gloria Israel about the company's future and what they intend to bring to the table for the nation's second city.
The greatest days of Grand Bahama just ahead of it, just around the corner.
That's Gloria Israel, Senior Vice President of Carnival Cruise Lines. The company is confident that its proposed $100 million cruise port, which is expected to be rolled out over a 24-month period, will provide Grand Bahama with the economic boost that it needs.
And our vision is that Grand Bahama can be the maritime center of the Americas.
And are you confident that your company will be able to bring back the economic boost that is needed on the island?
We believe that all those action, and we have made numerous action. Today, we are 80% of the cruise business. We are building a big port of over $100 million that will start construction very soon. Are already working with, started hiring Bahamians to help. Together with the expansion of the shipyard and other related facilities, that each one of them separately and all of them together, plus activity of other people and businesses, will really take Grand Bahama to its place where it should be.
And once rolled out, Israel says employment opportunities on Grand Bahama will be bountiful.
You will need to bring more Grand Bahamians who left the island to come back, whether they're in NASA, whether in the United States or Canada. We will need every capable hand to ultimately support the growth that will come here.
Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis says government is enthusiastic about the project, and he called on Grand Bahamians to prepare themselves for the potential economic benefits from additional cruise passengers and business ventures that the cruise port will introduce. Theo Seeley, Eyewitness News.
Well, the financial services sector is dying out. This according to Progressive Liberal Party Deputy Leader Chester Cooper, who blamed the downturn on students not returning home after college because of the lack of jobs. Now he implored the government to create more opportunities for young people.
Young professionals must not feel the need to practice their skills and their trade outside of the Bahamas because we do not have enough opportunities here. And I am genuinely concerned, Mr. Speaker, as what appears to be more and more college graduates opting to stay abroad. We must stem the tide of brain drain of some of our best minds. And therefore, we must continue to push to create more opportunities in financial services sector and elsewhere. We should be working for them, the young people, to better their situations so they can improve their fortunes and contribute more in taxes and more to nation building.
Opposition leader Philip Davis also asked parliamentarians to give greater focus to a program that he says will erase the records of juveniles who have already served their time and are seeking to start over with a clean slate.
There's a huge demographic of young men who would have had brushes with the law, who today cannot find gainful or meaningful employment in this country because we still view them as irredeemable, that their past continues to haunt them throughout their life. And the time has come for us to, as policymakers, to think about initiatives to remove the barrier for those persons who would fall afoul of the law to ensure that they become more productive citizens.
While Health Minister Dr. Dwayne Sand says he's making it his personal priority to establish a national blood bank in the country. Annually, Dr. Sand says the blood banks are required to provide an average of 10,000 pints of blood in a year, and that's to support the country's needs. However, they are only receiving an average of 4,000 pints of voluntary donated blood. He said it's grossly inadequate to support the needs of the country.
Nothing breaks your heart more than Facebook posts, please go give some blood for my mommy, please go give some blood for my child, etc. Somebody gets shot and they need blood urgently, there's no blood. Somebody in the hospital with a hemoglobin of 3 or 4 when it should be 14. And part of that has to do with we haven't made blood donation easy. Nobody on a white horse is going to ride in and save us. We have to get into the culture of donating as a routine. There are people who religiously, every 2 months or so, go in and donate blood.
Well, Dr. Sand said that the current blood bank at the Princess Margaret Hospital is not up to par, and there is currently no way to procure blood in the Family Islands.
When you start to look at blood banking as a national concern so that you can get improved products for treatment of cancers and other ailments, then to have a national blood bank supplemented by a smaller blood bank at Doctors Hospital, a smaller blood bank at Iran, a smaller blood bank at Princess Margaret. Envision is a facility that houses the reference lab, a national blood bank, a medical examiner's office, or a national morgue outside of Princess Margaret Hospital, so we can end that spectacle that you have many mornings. So we have already gotten the preliminary plans to create such a facility. We are eyeing a site. I'm not going to say where it is. And again, that is going to be in our budget for 2019-2020.
Well, we're just getting started in Eyewitness News, but when we come back, government, as you heard, will construct a new blood bank. We'll tell you all about it, but later there's a soup kitchen coming up. One local church is doing their part to eradicate hunger in the inner city. We've got more on that, but first, here's a check on tonight's weather forecast.
The Advisory Committee for National Honors invites nominations from the general public of persons fit to be conferred with an award under the National Honors Act 2016 and regulations made thereunder. These awards will recognize persons who have achieved excellence in designated categories while contributing to national development. Nomination forms may be obtained from the Cabinet Office in New Providence and the Office of the Administrator in all districts of the Family Islands. Completed nomination forms containing all of the pertinent information of the nominee must be submitted to the Secretary of the National Honor Secretariat, Cabinet Office, no later than Friday the 29th of March 2019 in order to enable the Advisory Committee to consider nominations and make recommendations for awards. There is no age limit for nominees of the award.
Join up for life insurance. Secure the ones that you love. Join up with Family Guardian. We offer full protection. Join the family. Join the family. Family Guardian. Protect the ones you love. A brand that you can trust. Family Guardian.
You're watching Eyewitness News.
Welcome back. Well, government's chief negotiator for the country's accession to the World Trade Organization, Zhivargo Laing, addressing members of the Bahamas Contractors Association earlier this week. The WTO started 18 years ago, and to date, there has been widespread public debate about whether or not the Bahamas should join the international body. Now, Laing dispelled fears that joining the WTO could leave the Bahamas in a compromising economic position like Haiti.
But when you are pointing out that Haiti is a member, you should also point out that Singapore is a member, Norway is a member, Finland is a member, the US is a member, and all these other countries such as Barbados, Jamaica are all members, Seychelles. And so that's not fair to point to Haiti with its entrenched political issues, with its entrenched historic deprivations and the like. It's really not fair. We don't point to Haiti for many other reasons in comparison to the Bahamas. We compare ourselves to the United States. Why do we do that? So the WTO is not the reason for Haiti doing badly or anybody else doing badly.
Well, Line contends that joining the WTO would open the door for improved trading and economic opportunities for various sectors in the country, but noted that if the Bahamas ever wanted to pull out of its agreement with the organization, he says it's a simple exit strategy.
Mind you, 164 countries join and ain't none ever leave. Even Antigua and Barbuda, who everybody like to talk about, they get taken advantage of. Did you see them leave? They're not leaving. Why? Are they that stupid? No, they know that there are benefits to being in, even with the anomaly of their situation. But if you wanted to leave, Article 15 of the agreement says, any country can withdraw itself from these agreements at any time and by putting an application in for such withdrawal, and such withdrawal shall take effect 6 months after the notice of withdrawal. So you can leave when you wish.
Well, the Water and Sewage Corporation signed an $18 million contract with Island Site Development this week to rehabilitate and construct pumping stations and several wastewater treatment plants here in the capital. The announcement came at a press conference held by Water and Sewage Chairman Adrian Gibson, who also led a media tour to Fox Hill, Malcolm Park, Flamingo Gardens, and the Airport Industrial Park areas where regional wastewater plants will be located. Now, Gibson told Eyewitness News that the new infrastructure is the right move towards a sustainable environment.
The main benefit of a centralized sewer collection and treatment system is the reduction in the number of septic tanks and outside toilets, thus reducing the threat of contamination of the environment and the risk of waterborne diseases. This is a right of all citizens of the Bahamas, irrespective of their socioeconomic situation. The major work is scheduled to be completed, as I indicated earlier, by the end of March 2019. The project is expected to enhance the quality of treatment and the disposal of wastewater and subsequently improve the overall sewer services to all customers throughout New Providence.
Well, one young man is doing his part to contribute to the development of youth in the country, particularly at the elementary school level. With the help of donations and friends, he's been able to brighten the start of the day for kids at the Yellow Elder Primary School. Our Janelle Longley has that story tonight.
Breakfast Before Books. It's an initiative started by Justin Smith, a young man who says he wants to do his part to help kids get a better start to their day.
So the Breakfast Before Books initiative was one that was birthed through my fervent desire to assist the children in this community. As you are perhaps aware, we have a lot of students that go to school daily without having breakfast, and despite this, they are expected to perform. And most times it's not by choice, but because of societal circumstances. We have a decaying social safety net that is filled with holes as people fall through mercilessly. So I just wanted to give back to the community that has given so much to me.
But Smith could not do it alone. He had assistance from businesses as well as friends.
I had a lot of persons came together with me and assisted in giving to this initiative. I had sponsors from different corporate organizations and then friends who saw the vision and wanted to assist with this effort. I often say that we've grown up in this inner city community and we understand that when you grow up here with all the concomitant challenges, it's really hard. And I think that the students at these schools, they require just the appropriate stimuli and the right involvement to cause them to excel and reach their amazing potentials.
Principal of Yellow Elder Primary School, Pamela Armerly, expressed gratitude for Justin's initiative.
At this organization and where we have children at this school, it is so vital that they get that foundation. The foundation is actually that breakfast. A lot of them come and they do not have it, so we're happy. And remember now, when you talk about nutrition, that is very, very important, and we are happy. And most of all, to see that we have partners who are willing to come on board at Yellow Elder Primary School to assist our children. We're very thankful.
She said that it is her hope that the initiative does not end here.
It is very important. We're hoping and trusting that we have other partners who will partner with us, because remember now, it takes a village to raise our children. We have a lot of great partners who are in the area, and even if they're not in the area, we all welcome them to come at Yellow Primary School and assist. We are very, very thankful.
Now, according to Armalie, she's hoping that the initiative beginning here at Yellow Elder Primary will spike interest for other schools to continue with this program. Janelle Longley, Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Janelle. Well, a local church in the Bain and Grantstown community has found ways to keep their community members fed, clothed, and out of trouble. Artia Thompson has that.
The New Unity Fellowship International Ministry Church in Baintown has been around for some 10 years and has made it their duty to give back to members of the community with frequent clothing and food drives. But when the church dishes up peas and crab soup, it's a favorite. Pastor of New Unity International Ministry, Overseer Sharon Nairn, told Eyewitness News that their impact on the Baintown community has been a big one.
Last week Sunday, we fed about 40 kids right out of Baintown. And we takes care of them and make sure they're straight. We do feeding and clothing on the park. Once a month we do a soup kitchen.
They just love it. And we also cook on Saturdays. We prepare dinners. You know, it's real good.
The church does more than just serve tasty soup and give clothing. They also put on, like mini fairs on the park and host game nights to keep residents in the area engaged in positive activity.
On the 22nd of this month, we're going to have a movie in the park for the kids, and we're just going to light up the park and put about 100 chairs down and just let the kids come and watch a decent movie. We want to invite the community of Baintown to come and experience God. Come and be blessed.
Nairn said that their initial intentions were to come up with ways for kids and teens in the Bain and Grantstown areas to eat well and stay off of the streets. With their frequent drives over the years, they've done just that. Reporting for Eyewitness News, I'm Tia Thompson.
Well, coming up in tonight's Sunday feature, looking to get a flawless face? Well, we've got some tips and tricks coming up in tonight's Sunday feature. But first, Randy Smith is off the top with the latest. Good evening, Randy.
Janaea, although things didn't go the way he planned this season, Travis Munnings is still thankful for what he was able to show on the court for ULM. We have more from him coming up in Eyewitness Sports.
Looking for quiet, relaxation, elegance, and luxurious but yet affordable pampering? Come and see us at Baja Retreat Spa, East Bay Street next to Luciano's. How about a manicure, pedicure, facial, eyebrow threading, and body sugaring? You can purchase an instant gift certificate online at www.bajaretreat.com or call us at 323-6711.
Surrounding the most prestigious communities of Western New Providence, you will discover corporate luxury. Welcome to Viridian, the most exclusive commercial development in the Bahamas. Enjoy deluxe, contemporary, and open-concept office suites with world-class amenities placed in close proximity to high-net-worth clients. This is where corporate meets luxury. To visit our sales gallery, contact 457-0508 or 438-6800. Viridian, where corporate meets luxury.
So what makes a great news product? That's the question Eyewitness News thrives upon. We pride ourselves in asking the tough questions and giving you information no one else is giving you.
Investigative reports to uncover things you need to know.
Breaking news with stories most important to you.
Covering all angles to maintain balance and integrity.
All while raising the bar and setting a new standard.
It's these principles that distinguish Eyewitness News as the most reliable news source. It's not just news, it's the new news standard.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Randy Smith and welcome to Eyewitness Sports Sunday. We begin with some basketball news. Travis Munning's final season at the University of Louisiana Monroe wrapped up this week. And although things didn't go the way he expected from a team aspect, he was able to display a lot of new skills over the course of the year.
I just told myself that whatever, I'm going to just take whatever the defense give me, and like however they play me, I just got to make the adjustment. And just do the little things to help my team win. Helping my team win. I know that there's a lot of things that I can do on the court to help my team win, even if it's not scoring. So I just try to, focus on doing the little things and bring the things that I bring to the table and control the things that I can control, which is attitude and effort. And I think that's a good thing that I got to do.
In baseball news, Los Angeles Angels minor league player Trent DeVoe was called up to spring training this week. DeVoe was the latest Bahamian to be called up for spring training. Lucius Fox, Anthony Seymour, Christian Robinson, and Josh Chisholm have already been called up for their respective teams.
Just swinging at my pitch, I was a big chase guy last year, but now just trying to get to the plate discipline, trying to be better at the plate, less strikeouts, more contact, and still timing on curveball, timing on the changeup, timing on the fastball. But you just want to get that timing to be equal for every pitch, so you could always be ready to hit any pitch. So for me, being a power guy, it's all about timing.
And as for Chisholm, he comes into the 2019 season as the highest ranked Bahamian prospect and the highest ranked prospect in the Arizona Diamondbacks organization. Chisholm said he looks to show an improved game this year and wants to fast-track his way to the major league. Well, that does it for us in sports, but stay tuned. Eyewitness News continues in a moment. I'm Randy Smith. Have a great evening.
Available at Jimmy's Liquor Store or your favorite restaurant or liquor stores throughout the Bahamas.
You're watching Eyewitness News.
Welcome back. Well, we live in a day and age where social media makes us strive to be flawless. However, achieving that perfection can come with some skincare concerns. Our Matthew Moxie spoke with several estheticians who underscored common beauty mistakes and offered some advice on how to maintain healthy skin.
Well, you may have been wondering how you achieve a flawless look, asking yourself, am I using too much concealer, or what can I do to achieve a picture-perfect face? Assistant Retail Manager at MAC Cosmetics, Jasmine Taylor, has several suggestions for women who want to get it right, starting with the brows.
You choose a concealer for your brows that is at least 2 to 3 shades lighter, not 4 to 5 shades lighter, definitely. And try to keep the brows as natural and symmetrical to your personal features as possible.
She also gave us some tips on how to achieve a modern look in a professional environment.
Be unique to your personal style. Even though you are a businesswoman, you don't have to convert to just the natural everyday makeup. It's okay for you to switch it up sometimes and just be yourself. So if you really like blush, okay, pick different things to accentuate one day. So we're not going to do brows, loud eyeshadow, loud lipstick. We're going to do like a loud lipstick, natural face, or balm eyeshadow with natural lips.
And in case you were wondering how to take care of your skin once the makeup is off, MAC Operations and Training Manager Philippa Newbold gave us a few tips on how to improve our skincare.
you get up every day, you take a bath, you put on clothes, you go on a job. That's the same way you should have your routine, because you want to take care of what people physically see or what you physically see in the mirror. Taking care of your skin is super important, especially our queens. I mean, this is the first thing that people see, and makeup can only do so much. So it's super important to wash your face, to take off your makeup, to use a mask, you know, hydrate your skin. Give your skin, you hydrate your body every day with water, so hydrate your skin with something as well.
Matthew Moxie, Eyewitness News.
Well, that does it for us in the Sunday edition. From all of us here at Eyewitness News, I'm Janae Noel Ferguson. Thanks for joining us. Have a great evening.
So what makes a great news product? That's the question Eyewitness News thrives upon. We pride ourselves in asking the tough questions and giving you information no one else is giving you.
Investigative reports to uncover things you need to know.
Breaking news with stories most important to you.
Covering all angles to maintain balance and integrity.
All while raising the bar and setting a new standard.
It's these principles that distinguish Eyewitness News as the most reliable news source. It's not just news, it's the new news standard.